Okay. Okay. Why is the screen black? Okay. Okay. Okay, Jesus. The screen was black on the phone that I'm monitoring from, so I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so the steak has been set outside for at least 30 minutes because it took me a while to get everything started. It's almost 11. I have an hour to get this done because they're going to eat lunch at 12 and be noisy, and I'm going to be upset, and there's going to be water everywhere. Fucking, we need to get this shit done. So, the idea for today, we do have steak seasoning. We also have some notes. I did not look at websites and videos yesterday like I should have. So there's that. But I do have some steak seasoning that I previously made. And some seasoning that smells like steak seasoning. That is not steak seasoning that we're also gonna use. And then we also have some lemongrass. We don't have rosemary. So I figure maybe if I use rosemary, that'll be interesting, right? So I'm going to take out the lemongrass that we have. I'm just going to give it a rinse or whatever, but I'm going to show you the lemongrass, and some of you might not know what that is. Let me see. Kitchen, please work. Kitchen? Ooh, yay, you worked. Let's go. Okay. We have lots of lights, but we need an additional one. Also, you're looking a little fuzzy, so I might need to fix you up a little bit. Also, it looks like we have a little bit of lag. That never makes me feel good. But you know. I'm just gonna wipe you real quick. Hopefully that helps. Yeah, I feel that helps a lot. Okay. Cool. Turn on this light so you can see the or not, because I'm silly. I didn't turn on the strip. There we go. There. Ta-da! Dutch angle, sorry. Okay. So these are the steaks. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Today is probably gonna be, we're gonna use a lot of gloves today. Switching out from the gloves and stuff. So what is lemongrass? Lemongrass is a really nice aromatic grass that we have. A lot of Asian cultures utilize it. You don't eat it. It's just for flavor. So, and you have to be a little careful when washing it because you know, like some grasses don't feel good when you like go against the grain. This does that too. So, like near the tips, especially, it gets kind of like doesn't feel the nicest. So, you know, we don't have any rosemary, and I was thinking this might be an interesting kind of thing to add because it's, you know, it's a sturdy herb. It's a sturdy herb, which is important in this situation. And, you know, it's aromatic, so, like, why not? So, again, today we're making steak, and some of you might get triggered because A, this bitch doesn't cook steak that often. It's always because my mom wants steak, but my mom wants steak that's fucking so dead it's crispy. And I'm the type of person who likes her steak still mooing. So I don't care if there's some blood. But they don't like blood, which is wild because my mom likes watching videos of surgery. She likes blood, but apparently just she likes watching surgery, but she doesn't like bloody cow. For me that's hard for me to understand. But, you know, that's how my mom works. So, I don't know. But yeah, let me get gloves. Fuck it. Hold on. So I got some gloves. And I guess we'll chop up the lemongrass first. Just so the knife is so the knife touches not first. So we're gonna, you know, salt and pepper or whatever, but because I plan on using this, oh, that part came off pretty nicely. You know, because experiments. Oh yeah, we need to pat dry the steak too. So we're gonna pat dry steak. Please cut. Thank you. I need to sharpen you? Is this what this is meaning? You're looking kind of not okay. You're not looking okay. Okay. So maybe we'll put this guy or not. We'll put you like this. Because you're a thick boy. The other ones are pretty thin. Oh my god, you smell so good. I fucking love the smell of lemongrass. Yeah. So I think this will be a pretty nice experiment. Because, you know, the aromatic quality of so because like, you know, oh shit, I forgot about yeah, why do I do that? And it's sturdy, right? Because rosemary's pretty sturdy as far as an herb goes. It's like a little evergreen tree.
Suck. Suck.
There we go. All right. So we're gonna put these aside for now. We're gonna pat down this steak. I'm gonna slowly heat up this pan while we get this kind of started. I'm gonna put them on here. So we can like, I don't want these cables in the way either because I'm not trying to have these cables touch raw animal. Then I have to sanitize the fuck out of the cables. So I guess we're gonna move over here, chat. My God, internet, listen, it's not even fucking raining. What the fuck is the problem? All right. So these are ribeyes. They look kind of thick. There's a little bit of bone, at least on this one. These have been defrosting in the fridge for like the past day or so. We don't even try to save this plastic. Fuck all that. Yeah, they all have like little bit of bone. Wait, is the okay? Wow, that one didn't have a little packet underneath it. That's awkward. Like the little moisture gathering packet. That other package did not have one. Okay. Glove. We're gonna dry these or, you know, pat them down. This is a bunch of notes I took. Some of these are other recipes, but we took like, we have the steak seasoning. Cook steak on the stove. Right cut the steak. Okay, dry off the steak. Oil and season the steak. Olive oil and kosher salt and black pepper. So today we are going to be using pepper for like salt for real. Usually we're not big on salting our foods. But there's steak. So, you know. How are we gonna do this? I think we want to do separate trays. Yeah, we'll do separate trays. So let's go ahead and. Is there another rectangular tray looking thing or not? No. Okay, close. No, I need something wider. Close. It's fine. All right. Pat dry. Right. Into a little holding tray you go. I choose a fattier one for me just because, you know. But I don't think there really is like a fattier. They all seem not a problem for me. You know, I like steak fat, so not a problem. Okay. So put this guy in a tray. These all get trashed. Then olive oil, salt, and kosher. So we're gonna use that good salt. I'm gonna use Himalayan. Do you want to use a pepper grinder? We want to feel good and fancy. Okay. Olive oil. Don't want to touch it with raw hands. So. Here we go. We got salt grinder, pepper grinder. Gonna put this oil off to the side for now. Hopefully we don't need more of it. Brush it. Yes, we can brush it. My cute brush. Get the thermometer out. Cute brush or not?
Hey, stop looking at the screen.
You guys are over here. Cute brush. Okay, let me get another glove. All right. Cables are still around, but that's okay. Okay. So it says to brush it, but you know, we'll see. See how well that works. This is a very cute silicone brush I have. Otherwise, I just like dump it in this oil. Gonna do the oil part first for all of them and then get around to the salting and the peppering. But yeah. Mom wants steak for her anniversary, so it's mom and dad's wedding anniversary, RIP dad. And she wanted steak. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna have some steak at the house. Sides. I didn't really snipe the sides of all of them, but you know. Okay. Last one's probably gonna be mine. I'm try to snipe the sides a little bit. Laying down. And so we have the pan on the stove heating up. We don't exactly have like cast iron pans or whatever, but we do have like one heavy-ish bottomed pan. So that's what we're gonna be using for today. Please don't fall. You have dead animal juice. Essence. All right, so I'm gonna salt and pepper, I guess, one side for now, generously. All right, and then we're gonna turn it over. Do it to the other side. Internet, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you today, but we need to chill. And yeah, we're using a lot of gloves today. I don't think using a lot of gloves, but you know, I also don't want to wash my hands like 5 billion times. Pretty sure we can put the salt away now. And if you want to join the cafe, do exclamation mark cafe and you'll get some instructions on how you can join our cafe at the bottom of the screen. Okay. Now what? Heat the pan over high heat. High heat cast iron is preferred, but you know, some of us don't fucking have that. And Uh-huh. Yeah. Sear the first side. Fat cap, sear that side first. So sear the really fatty part first. Okay. Place the steak in a skillet and sear until deep brown on one side. 4 to 5 minutes. Resist the urge to poke and turn. You'll know it's time to flip when you can move it freely in the pan. If it sticks to the bottom, it's not ready to turn. Sear the second side. 2 to 3 minutes. Dollop of butter and aromatics. Okay, that's when you have. Okay. Fresh rosemary and crushed garlic cloves. Oh, I guess I didn't think about garlic. Okay. Yo, what up, Tango Kid? Nice seeing you. I guess we could do. We'll still do a little bit of dry, and then we'll add some. Yeah, we'll do garlic too. Here we go. Let's do some more garlic. Let's do some more garlic. Oh. But how are you? Didn't see you yesterday, so I figured you were battling
Meow, meow.
capitalism. Happy day off from capitalism. Pause button from capitalism. For those who don't have to participate, if you're actually working in food and drink, you're probably working today. So that's all the bartenders who have to deal with some bullshit today. Get home safely. Anyone who's working at a bar tonight, or a club, or a venue that's gonna have fireworks, I hope you get home safely. Oh, everyone gets home safely, but obviously, like, the people who are working, I especially hope you get home safely. Because it would suck if something happened because someone decided they weren't gonna call a driving service, you know? Ugh. Aromatics come later, according to this thing that I'm following. So, you know. But, what do we see? Do we still see this? Okay, good. But we'll just go ahead and you put pressure and you don't slide, because if you slide, you're
Meow,
gonna
meow.
probably hurt yourself. Let's try that again. There we go. We'll do rosemary. We'll do this dried rosemary, the fresh lemongrass, and the fresh garlic.
Meow, meow.
We cooking big today or meal prep then freeze? No, we're cooking this for today because it's my mom and my dad's wedding anniversary. So their mom wants steak. So we're having steak. I don't cook steak often, so that's why I have that
Meow,
pinned
meow.
message so people don't get like super triggered. Because I'm following some Food Network fucking shit I printed off their blog. But I'm also gonna use lemongrass. So today's an experiment. Hopefully they like it. So yeah. But this particular, so I printed like 30 pages of stuff because there were different articles like what is the best cut of steak and blah 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 blah. But what I really needed is like how to cook steak on a stove. Because most people grill it, you know what I mean? Because most people grill steaks. But I'm not fucking
Meow, meow.
gonna do that. So, you know?
Suck.
Also, there's like no delay in chat right now. The camera's being weird though. So I'm a little worried. Like it keeps on like flashing green, like it turned off or something. So I don't know what's going on because there's no weather issues right now. It's not raining, it's not windy. If anything, it's fucking humid.
Meow, meow.
But yeah, I don't know really what we're gonna do as far as a resolution for the camera situation. Because I can't really think of anything. I'm not even multi-streaming. You know, like we're just in one place. Like I gave up on multi-streaming because the feed was just so bad most of the times when I was multi-streaming. So, and I just have like, you know, Stream Deck and StreamerBot and Spotify that's only playing one song. I guess it doesn't matter how many songs I'm playing, but you know. All right. Over high heat is that? I mean, I'm sure you're high enough. Let's get some songs because we're not trying to hurt ourselves. Hot ass pans make me nervous. Sear the first side if it has a fat cap. So I need to look for the, I guess the fatty, got a little fatty part or whatever. I'd like to say that this is high. So we're going to go ahead and move on over and hope that this is actually high heat. I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty sure. We're going to situate you. This is going to be like a little kind of. There we go. Zoom. Or there we go. All right. So fat cap, and then 4 to 5 minutes, and then when we turn it 2 to 3, and then the last. Wait. Last minute, that's when the butter and aromatics happen. Okay, so fat cap. I'm gonna assume the part with the fattiest part of the fat. So this looks like the fattiest part of the fat. Five minutes. I'm gonna get a plate. I guess I'll get like 3 plates and just get it over with already. One plate, 2 plates. Something on my eye, bitch. What? I wasn't even near the fucking stove. 3. Alright. Smells delicious. So that's good because it smells correct. Right? And then I'm gonna just separate some butter out for everybody. So we can put this stick of butter away. Do we have any super long spoons? So I don't have to be super close to the fire when I ladle and shit.
Hey,
No,
stop
not
looking at the
really.
screen.
Unfortunate. Hmm. This would be closest. All right. Okay, I'm feeling good. We might be able to finish this with 12, maybe. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We can probably finish this right before, or like at least 12 or something like that. All right. Resisting the urge to touch it. Oh shit. Camera? Oh my god. That was awkward. So again, we don't really cook with steak. Or we don't cook cow often. And if we do cook cow, it's like ground beef for spaghetti. And it's not Filipino spaghetti because mom will not fucking eat Filipino spaghetti. Which makes me sad because I like Filipino spaghetti. So that's like kind of like a treat I make for myself. But it's like a big batch treat I make for myself, so then it's still problematic. You know, because like if I'm the only one eating it, kind of like you know. All right, we got another minute before we turn. Because this is for on the stove. This is talking about on the stove, right? So that's why okay, I'm pretty sure that's like an inch. Okay, we're gonna get ready to turn. Turn. We did not put oil in the pan. We didn't put oil in the pan because the instructions were like, you're not gonna need it because of the fat. Now that I think about it, maybe this was the fatty side I should have done first. Because like that in the back, but you know, that's fine. Okay, please don't hurt me. Oh my god, I'll wear a glove anyway, but we also might turn the light so it's like easier for y'all to see. So this sounds violent and correct, so that's good. So I set the timer for 2 minutes because that last minute I'll go ahead and like put butter and stuff. All right, we're just gonna start putting the butter in and the garlic. And the rosemary and the what is it? The lemongrass. And I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this without hurting myself because again, this spoon is not it. Okay. Also, maybe a little bit more. So. All right, let's turn this over. Oh, hello. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not, I don't monitor the audio in the kitchen, so that redeem is actually not as useful in here. But I'm sorry I missed you. How are you doing today? Maybe a little bit more lemongrass. Ooh, okay. I'll give it like one more minute on the stove. Then we'll take it out and I'll try to reserve like this for like the jus or the sauce, you know. Kitchen. What is this thing? Kitchen? 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 You worked earlier, bro. Kitchen. Hold on. It says it's on. It says it's on the steam. What happened here? Okay. Why hasn't this refreshed? Hello? Did it refresh or no? What the fuck? Oh my god. Arian cam. Okay. I guess before we continue, I need to go to my computer. Oh, is the cam back on? Jesus, what the fuck was that? Okay. Well. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop this very safely without hurting myself, hopefully, into a little cuppy cup for my mom. This will be her, like, stuff to have on the side. So we did garlic, rosemary, and lemongrass. And I'm gonna wipe the side so we don't have like any sass from the stove. So it's fresh garlic, dried rosemary, fresh, ooh, you're hot. Fresh lemon, well, I mean, as fresh as lemongrass can be. I'm gonna put this on the stove for her. On the table. All right, second steak. Let's not hurt ourselves. So whatever side is, I guess, considered the fat camp. So I'm guessing that's the side that has the most fat going on. Okay. This one, well, I'll just say it's this side. Okay. So, initial 5 minutes. So, initial 5 minutes, I'm going to do some dishes in the meantime. We don't have a lot of dishes to deal with today, thank God. Ugh. I don't have any asparagus or anything to go with this, in case anyone was wondering. And, yeah. But for those of us in America, I hope everyone's doing okay. If you haven't been paying attention to the news, if you have some health stuff going, I suggest going to see your doctor before it gets, I guess, more difficult or more expensive than it already is. Because it's already a very expensive and difficult avenue. So, for a lot of people, but it's going to get more difficult and more expensive. So, but I'm just washing some dishes off to the side. Thank you for monitoring the stove. I appreciate it. And again, if you want to join the cafe, it's exclamation point cafe for the instructions. If you want to hang out at the bottom of the screen. Okay, we got 2.5 minutes left on the first side. And then we'll flip it over 3 minutes-ish. Last minute will be the basting. And then flip it over another 3 minutes, as long as the camera doesn't die because mom got some extra crispy on one side. She doesn't mind. She likes her shit really well done. So, you know. Me, on the other hand, if I can get my shit bloody at the restaurant, I'll fucking get blue rare if they let me. You know. Okay. Ooh, I have time for one more thing to wash. Okay. But yeah, the big beautiful bill that is not, it's big, but it's not beautiful, is for real going into effect. So again, that's affecting a lot of people's medical care access, a lot of people's food access, like, you know, food banks in various cities around the United States. And AI lawlessness for 10 years. So, if you have an ex that wants to do revenge porn or seems like the type, you know, there's not going to be a whole lot to be. They're not going to regulate AI for 10 years. So, just be wary of where your likeness is. Alright. Alright, we're going to turn this guy over with a glove. Ooh, look at you. Okay, 2 minutes. And then we'll start putting the aromatics. Wow, I spilled so much. Yeah, hopefully you can hear that sizzle because I feel like I'm yelling at you. I'm sorry if I'm yelling at you. But yeah, some really fucked up shit happened yesterday, and I will let you know that I am not insured, and I haven't been insured for a really long time. I've been paying out of pocket for like probably over a decade, and you know, it's really unfortunate that our medical system is pay to win. It's like fucking Gaza. And that even though I'm uninsured and this whole Medicare or Medicaid thing doesn't affect me in that sense that I'm not losing anything, doesn't make me like happy that people are losing access to their healthcare. You know what I mean? Like, they're probably like parents of children with cancer that are already having a really hard time paying for treatment, or let's say housing because they want to be with their kid because they're getting treatment in a different state. There are a lot of people that come to Houston to treat cancer because of MD Anderson. So it's like, you have to think about not just the medical bill. They're living here essentially too. That gets expensive. So don't hurt me. Okay. Also, don't hurt me. Okay. So that was some fresh garlic. This is going to be some dried rosemary. And then we're going to put in some lemongrass. Because I think it's a really great idea. Okay. Mine is going to be a little heavy on the lemongrass and kind of lighter on everything else. So I'm going to very carefully baste for, we're going to guess what a minute is. I have no concept of time. And then we're going to turn it over. Girl, please don't hurt me. And then we're going to turn it over and also baste the other side and, like, you know, let it cook, right? So again, we don't cook with steak often. If this is triggering or if it looks wrong, I understand, okay? Totally get it. But we don't exactly have a grill. You know, we had a grill when Dad was alive. And that was one of the things we got rid of first, was because I realistically was not going to grill or, like, learn how to use it and maintain it, you know? And, so one of my siblings found a good home for the grill. The most recent grill we had, so we had two, like, you know, pretty simple one you can probably, like, get at, you know, any store that has, like, grilling equipment, you know, the big black circle one, right? So we had one of those. We definitely used it during, like, Hurricane Ike, because we had to, like, grill everything in the freezer. But but then, you know, when Dad was, like, kind of advancing in all of his health situations, Mom did buy, like, one of those kind of fancier Traeger ones from Costco. And, you know, he just never got he got worse, you know, like, his mobility got worse or more limited. Let's just say, okay, let's say more limited. His mobility got more limited. So he wasn't really able to, you know, utilize that grill the way he probably would have really liked. So I cooked steak out bit on the stove to snipe my shoulder. So yeah, I'm gonna just, bitch, don't jump like that. I'm like terrified of oil. Okay. But yeah, so we cook on the stove. It's doable. You can also do it in the oven, according to Food Network. So, you know. So after this timer goes off, we're gonna, like, let it hang for another minute. And then we're gonna take this bitch off the stove, and then we're gonna do mine, and then we're gonna be fucking done. So I'm excited. Okay, bitch. All right, so one more minute. We're gonna let it hang out. And then I'm gonna, oh yeah, I'm gonna taste the jus, essentially. Take the jus. Have that for her. There. have like steak knives or what have you? Taking this one off the stove. I have a different set of tongs. We'll hopefully not hurt ourselves. Goal is to always not hurt myself. Oh wait, we still need to redo the... Sorry, I forgot. 2 more minutes on this side, and then we'll take it off. What does that chart say? What does that chart say? Oh, I was supposed to cover it? Oh, well, whatever. Alright, let me put those gloves on and take this off. Oh wait, that's the raw one. This is the done one. Okay, don't hurt me, please. Alright, and then we're gonna try to very as neat as we can. Get all of this out.
Suck.
They want this butter or oil or whatever, they can use it, so. Okay. Get a towel to make sure we don't have any oil sneak to the pan and cause me problems. And I'm gonna move these to the dining room so they can chill out. If I need to cook them more later, we'll do that later. So. All right, the old bubbly bakes are done. Now it's my turn. We're gonna take a little bit more care for mine, obviously, because I like my shit still going. So, okay, this seems to be the fattier side. Alright. So 5. If they want to add stuff to it. Alright, so mine's going to be heavy on the lemongrass because I have a lot of lemongrass left for me. I'm like drinking out of a cup where the liquid's having a hard time coming out. Alright, so I'm going to clean one dish. We probably only do one. Have time for one. And that's going to be the last of the things that we're holding raw animals in them. If you can, like, clean as you go, because it'll make your life less annoying later. You know? But if you can't clean as you go, like, if it's like too close of, like, intervals, then don't. You know what I mean? You'll probably just have to, like, save everything for last. But, like, washing dishes as you go feels a lot better than, like, a pile of dishes. Alright. Do we need the knife anymore? Probably not. I'm going to go ahead and wash this knife carefully because I don't want to hurt myself. Right? Please do not leave your knives to soak in a body of water. A, because your handle is probably wood, and that's probably going to fuck up your knife. But also, if you just put it in a pile of dishes and you're just grabbing around for it, you're more likely than not to hurt yourself, you know? So, I don't want anybody to hurt themselves. Accidents happen. But, you know, obviously, like, I would prefer there to not be accidents. You know? So, I'm going to put this red ladle in the sink because that did not work out for us the way I was hoping. It was too thick and too shallow and just didn't work out. But it was a nice thought, you know? So, what happened with this towel? Alright, we got 1:19 before we do the aromatics, or before we flip and wait a little bit to add the aromatics. I think I'm gonna have a soda. I want beer, but I feel like it's a little early. Guava. Oh, you know what? I should drink my beauty tea. Where's my beauty tea? There you are. Okay. I have some beauty tea. I'm gonna drink it cold today. Oh, Oh, I hear you hissing. I hear you hissing. I'm gonna put it in this cup that I'm having a difficulty using the cover with. So I made a beauty tea the other day of snow, fungus, jujube, goji berry, and rock sugar. Rock sugar was honestly kind of optional, but just a means of eating skincare. You know what I mean? I'm not a doctor, so anytime you think about ingesting something, please consult your healthcare professional if you have one, right? If you have one, because I understand some of us don't go to the doctor that often because of whatever reason, probably money, and maybe you don't have maybe you don't have somebody you go to on a regular basis, or maybe you go to a clinic and you don't see the same person each time, like me. So after the first 2 minutes, we're gonna go ahead and add the aromatics. This one is mine, so it's okay if mine is a little underdone because I like my shit raw anyway. So, just probably just do the 2 minutes and then another minute and then we'll fucking call it day. So. Yeah. If you haven't been emailing your reps about the bullshit, I think now would be a really good time. But also maybe you might benefit from a mutual aid practice, either giving of yourself or your time, or maybe you need the mutual aid, which by the way, there's nothing wrong with needing help, right? It would be great, there's nothing wrong with charity organizations, but it would be better if we lived in a world where we could all afford to live, where we could afford medicine and healthcare and dental, because dental's separate from fucking medical insurance, and rent and going to school, the cost of transportation to get to work. It would be ideal if we lived in a world where we could live and afford it, versus what's going on now. So, especially if this is directly impacting you, but even if this is not directly impacting you in this moment, because it's going to impact you in one way or the other. But even if it's not impacting you at this very moment, I want you to think about not everybody comes from the same circumstances or the same, access. Some families don't even have a car, right? For whatever reason. And so they really have to think about where they work, because if they need to take public transportation there, it's going to be hard to work somewhere that doesn't offer public transportation if you need a car. If someone is houseless or has periods of houselessness, where are they going to take a shower? So if you have a job and you're houseless, but you aren't able to take a shower, somebody, a higher up, not understanding your situation or discriminating against your situation might fire you. right? If people get fired because their hair seems unprofessional, when the Crown Act is very much a thing, but it still happens, like kids get sent home from school or expelled, or people get fired or demoted or, punished for their hair, there's a very high likelihood that if somebody is houseless and they can't, like, maintain what most people would consider normal hygiene, probably going to get fired. And then it's going to be even more hard to, like, pay for housing. You know? Like, we don't all come from the same circumstances, and things just kind of compound on themselves. Things do not happen in vacuums. And, like, there are probably kids out there that want to do after school programs, but, if they don't know when the programs are going to end, and maybe they don't want to be on the bus, like, when it's dark outside, then that's probably going to deter them from doing after school programs. If the family doesn't have, like, a car, or if the parents work night shifts and therefore there's not a car available, because there's no real safe way to get home, or, like, way of feeling safe. Okay, I'm gonna flip this guy over. Please don't snipe me. Delicious, delicious butter and oil. Please don't snipe me. But yeah, like, there are things we can all do. We can offer rides to old folks that don't have cars if they need to go to the grocery store. We can help them unload their groceries, if they're, living alone. Because, for example, my mom gets senior boxes, right? She has me at her disposal, but there are a lot of these old folks where it's just them, or they don't have a car, and it's like, you don't really know what you're gonna get in these distributions. And it seems unfair if you don't know, and then they have, like, a big box of, like, 20 pounds of frozen stuff, because it's happened before. Because you don't know what you're getting. And it's like, well, does that mean the people who don't have the means of taking this all home, they just, like, miss out on this frozen food? You know what I mean? And, like, you don't know if these senior citizens even have, like, a freezer. Like, what if they just have, like, a tiny fridge at home because, they're living by themselves, and, like, they don't have any family. It's just them because they want to live in an apartment or a house that is, like, affordable for them to maintain. And that is, like, so they can actually maintain it, because like, utilities and, like, the space. Because when you're older, like, cleaning a big space is, like, probably not something you want to do. All right, I'm gonna turn this off. And because this one is mine, we're just gonna put my oil and stuff on top. So that extra oil or whatever, that's butter, lemongrass, rosemary, and garlic. I'm just like giving it another little turn before we put it on the whatever. Tell me if you microwave something. Okay. Ah, bitch. Okay, fuck. You asshole. That's mine on my cute ass plate. Okay. That's mine. I don't know what this bod's gonna look like. It's all choppy and shit. We're just gonna leave this pan on the stove. I'm gonna wipe around a little bit without hurting myself. There's a lot to clean up later because there's a lot of spatter. I'm gonna have to like definitely go in with some alcohol wipes later. But yeah, I'm gonna move y'all to the next room. BRB. Please work. Meow? Meow? Hold on, where's Discord? Oh, hey, Avego. I can't hear you, though.
Hi, Bill.
Oh, okay. I'm not degenning, it's only 12. I'm not degenning. Voice cable B, but I just want to see if I can hear it in the post recording. So I'm hearing double. It's like Deluxe in a cave or something. Let me try to kill something, I guess. Is there anything here to kill? Why is there nothing here to kill? Here we go. Whiff. Oh god. Balls. Where's this other guy? What the fuck? Let's go back and not die. Stick by this thing. Okay. I think that's enough recording to see. Slug tried hypnosis, but it didn't work very well. Oh! Is that 100? Billy attacks. 49 HP damage to attack slug, and it became tame. Hell yeah! Suck! A hundo! A hundo! Wait. I have an idea. Wait. Oh, maybe he went to sleep. What is it? How does this dance go? Like...
The timing is always gonna be
Almost
weird
done
for the
with
happy
it.
birthday one. So this person looks like he's about to rob a house or an apartment. This could be an apartment or a hotel. So I don't know where he came from. He came from outer space. Yes, let's not hurt everybody. I like the color of this elevator. So now he's choosing a target. Oh my god. I think he infiltrated a bunch of spies. I've never heard of this. I have never heard of this either. So when you donate 200 bits, I describe a retro game that I don't know shit about. You give me a clip and I describe it. It's a Famicom game? Oh, then I definitely don't know this. And apparently this is a very tall building. And I love the paint. I used to play it as a kid. Oh. Okay, so F2. Let's leave here. Okay, this is sounding a little elevator-y. I think this is interesting. Because it's like you're sticking your dick in something to electrocute it. Except Samus isn't a dude.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The refill room. It's like a glowing glory hole. But Samus isn't a dude.
The fuck is... It's like a glowing glory hole.
Yeah, it's pulsating. Do you not see it? Mirror images?
I mean... Sure.
That way? That way. That way. Yeah, there. It's over there. This is now the glory hole room. Yeah. Hands up.
Oh, word again. Also, very good Korean, Finn. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I just gave him 3 points.
당신에게 딱 많은 특별한 사람을
I had to read that again for a second.
찾을 수 있습니다. Wait. Sort of, but we're gonna have to translate that. Not quite. Oh, that works. Okay, let's go. All right, everybody. Steak time. Okay. I'm streaming, but I'm pretty sure they can't hear you. It looks good. I don't know if I can, did she... Oh. It looks okay. I did lemongrass. I just figured we had some in the fridge and I didn't want it to, like... not utilized. Oh, hey. Wow, he looks chill. Oh yeah, do I smell like bacon? But yeah, I followed like blog posts from Food Network or whatever. So I printed like 30 pages of stuff because there was one about cooking on the stove and one was about cuts of meat, and I was like, oh my god, I'll just print all of you out just in case I need to refer to all of you during the stream. So because yesterday I was gonna watch videos and then I didn't. So that's why I printed out like 30 pages of stuff today. But yeah, these are plates that we rescued from Auntie Faye's house, I think. I think. Mm-hmm. Oh, I taste the lemongrass. Nice. That was a good experiment. Hmm.
Hey, stop looking at the screen.
Probably a little. I found the salt, but I keep on following the instructions, and they're like, just put a lot of salt, and I'm like, we don't really salt our food, but okay. But yeah, oh, good. Yeah. Oh, I did something cool yesterday with the help of a friend.
What?
God, this is heavy. This laptop, I replaced the battery.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah.
You have to be careful when you're pulling it out because depending on the type of cabling, you can ruin the cabling just to make it out.
Oh. Yeah, I was worried because I just felt like I needed a supervisor. So, but the friend that I got this from, the husband was like, just replace battery if you really like it, as it was a laptop they weren't using. It's, like, I'm a friend with the husband and the wife, and like the husband had both the kids really little. One's in elementary school, the other one's like barely over a year old. I figured maybe we should get a different supervisor. So luckily, like Chamorro Filipino friend was in chat, and so he helped me figure it out. Like, because I had a little bit more confidence. Because some of the videos I was like, bitch, what are we okay. But some Russian guy who sells like a toolkit on Amazon had a video, and I was like, okay, this is, he's like, take off these screws, and he like circled them in red, and I was like, oh, thank you, okay. And he was like, then take these screws out. I was like, okay, cool, nice. I didn't realize I was gonna run into a problem with the screws immediately, but it was not a huge problem. Some of them were like a little deep set, and it was hard to take, but my screwdriver was magnetized, so it wasn't a problem, but it could have been. Wow, that was such a good experiment. I can't even. That was great. Because we don't really have they're like fresh rosemary, and I'm like, well, we're not white people. I feel like that's a white people thing. They have fresh rosemary at their house. We don't have that, so.
It actually has more kind of like a pine flavor to it. Resiny. It's hard to explain. I tend not to use a whole lot of rosemary if I I really need to. So,
Gotcha. Yeah, I used a bunch of, well, I mean, I sprinkled some dried rosemary on there, and I don't really taste it, and I'm like, that's fine. I really wanted to taste this lemongrass, so I'm very happy at what happened. So, because I don't know how to, like, I don't know how to make recipes. I only know how to adjust stuff. So, oh, there's like so on Twitch, they have like creator clubs for like the different categories. So, people stream in food and drink, which is what I usually do, or like co-working and coding, or co-working and studying. And then there's like science and technology. Those are the main categories that I usually go into. Mostly like if I'm fixing stuff in OBS, or like I thought about going into science and technology when we were fixing the battery. I was like, nah, it's okay. Let's I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of backseating. And so I was like, no, we'll just, whatever. And so there's a creator club for food and drink, and so I got accepted into the creator club. And they're like doing all sorts of like cool events and stuff. But some of the events I'm like, oh, I don't know, man, because like one of them involved like making recipes, and I'm like, okay, so maybe not that one, but I'll think about it. And then because there's a very wide range of people in food and drink, like there's home cooks like me, and then there's people that were on like chef reality shows that are in food and drink. Yeah, so and Twitch in general, because like Trisha was on like Master Chef something, or Chef, I don't know. She was like, well, I mean, she was in an adult show, but I forget if it's like Master Chef, or because there's so many like reality cooking shows. So, and then there was one who was like Master Chef Canada. So like there's a wide, I don't know if Trisha is in the creator club, but she, she's definitely on Twitch and like one of the bigger streamers, and she like went to culinary school and she was in these reality shows, and you know what I mean? So like there's a very wide range of who's in food and drink. There's like, I won't say there's like Kay's cooking type of people, but I feel like I'm closer to Kay's cooking than them. So I don't know if you've ever seen Kay's cooking. It's a YouTube channel. It's a little cursed, but she's a very sweet lady. So like their house setup is like, I think their bathroom is really close to their kitchen or something like that. And she makes these foods that are kind of like very well intentioned, but also like I'm not so sure about the order of things, and then she feeds it to her son. And her son is still alive, so she'll be fine. But like she's like this sweet old, well, she's not really old. She's this sweet lady from Europe, and she wears metal shirts, and she cooks semi sort of cursed food. It's she's a very interesting lady. But like I feel like I'm kind of closer to her because I've done some stuff and it's like really triggered people. Like the last time I made steak, someone got really fucking upset. Like so like viscerally upset. And they're like, no, that's not medium. And I was like, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna eat it. You know what I mean? Like there's really not a lot of consequence for me. So she was on Next Level Chef. Oh, okay. Chat, let me know. She was on Next Level Chef. Yeah. So she let Chef Ramsay know what Twitch was. So yeah, Trisha. Cause like John Leon was like Master Chef Canada or something like that. He was on a reality show too. He's pretty cool too. So it's nice like there's like these Asian cooking streamers that were like on shows and stuff. It was funny when he asked what's Twitch. Yeah, she educated Chef Ramsay on something he did not know. So yeah, but yeah, there's a wide range, so I'm like trying to figure out like where I fit in and all that. And the the creator clubs are like fairly new, like maybe a year or so, and they just added food and drink even more recently. And so it's like I didn't realize I knew two of the advisors for the group. So because they both mentioned it to me and I was like, oh, creator club, that sounds cool. So yeah. But yeah, it's been nice. It's like a good way of meeting other people and seeing how other people do things, because apparently everything about how I'm streaming is incorrect. So like I asked people about Moblin in the creator group, whatever. So the creator guild Discord has all of the creator guilds, but there's like I can only access food and drink for now until I apply for co-working, and then maybe I can like be a part of that. Like they have secret channels essentially that are like limited to whatever group you're in. So I'm a little bit limited on who I can contact through the guild, but they have like guild wide stuff, like technology stuff. So I've been asking people about Moblin and RTMP because I feel bypass the issue of having all these walls and stuff, because RTMP is designed for like IRL streams and stuff, and Moblin is like the best app for Apple for that. But I still don't really understand RTMP or SRTLA, and I think I have to pay for a service, which would suck, because the IRL people have like some sort of like service that they pay for in order for the computer to talk to your device, whatever camera, like GoPro or in my case, phone, for that. So I'm still trying to understand how all of that works and the most freest way of me doing it, because ideally, I would like to not pay. I can maybe handle $5 a month and like turn it on and off depending on if I'm going to use it or not. But I'm not even sure if the $5 a month option is the option or if it's $5 plus $129 a month. Because if it's $5 plus $129, then I can't afford that. So I'll have to talk to like some of the Asian IRLers about that. But yeah, because they were like, yeah, ideally you shouldn't use your phone unless you're outside. And I was like, well, I mean, that's the only way I can stream in my kitchen. Because I learned from my brother and a friend that a 100-foot USB cord is not going to help me. Even though they sell them on Amazon, which feels so scammy, like you shouldn't sell stuff like that because people are thinking like it can like work. But yeah. So like everything I'm doing is technically incorrect. So you know, I'm just trying to find options, because most kitchen streamers have a dedicated, like they have like either a mini PC or they're streaming from a laptop, and none of these laptops can handle OBS. So yeah. So like I have my computer on in your room, and then you know the kitchen's like 100 feet away. So 100 feet and multiple walls away, and when they microwave I have to tell them to tell me or else it's gonna kill my stream. Like we finally figured out that was a problem, or one of my problems, because like right now the camera seems, well, it's still kind of messed up. So I don't know if that's because they're also using the internet for stuff, because I'm on a separate network. So anyway, but yeah, that's what we've been doing. I haven't heard them complaining about the steak, so that must mean I did it right, so that's good. You know. But yeah, I'm glad at how my steak turned out, and I'm glad I'm meeting more people. Like, you know, on Twitch I found more ace people. Like, there's a lot of like Asian asexual people. Oh my god, the steak is wrong. I know. I don't know if you were. Oh, one of the chatters like, oh my god, the steak is wrong, but they're just kidding. They're just kidding. I don't know if they were in the stream that one time when someone was like what the children say, crashing out, super crashing out at like how I was doing the steak. So they were like, real upset. And I was like, oh my god, bro, it's okay. It's gonna look the same in my stomach, you know? So, but yeah. Because we don't cook steak that often, you know what I mean? It's like for special occasions. Mom likes cow when it's ground up for spaghetti. So, yeah, it's not like I have a lot of experience with steak aside from eating it.
Yeah, I don't cook steak very often either. So, I mean, usually I'll reference a video just to make sure that, like, cook it right. It's very rare to cook steak.
Man. I cooked lamb like last month or goat the other month. I made a goat curry. Oh yeah, for AA and HPI month, I asked some of my friends like, what are some of the dishes you liked growing up? And my Bengali friend said that her mom made like this really great lamb cabbage curry, but she was like, I don't have a recipe or anything, and I was like, that's fine. I'm gonna figure it out. And so I found a blogger who's Bengali who was talking about that curry, and I was like, perfect. Except when I went to the grocery store, I was like so fixated on getting the lamb that I forgot the cabbage. So it was, and then the lamb they had at this one grocery store was like basically one big ass leg, and I was like, I don't feel like.
Oh, I think I got that like a Whole Foods or something.
Yeah.
And man, trying to butcher that is like the biggest pain in the ass.
Yeah. I decided I didn't want to do that for a first time on stream. I was like, no, I don't feel comfortable. Let's not do that. So I got cut up goat meat instead because it was cut up and they're close enough. And so I was like, all right, this is gonna work. It turned out I liked it, but I like gamey meat, so like it doesn't bother me. Mom, you have an incoming call. Just say whole name on the internet. But I don't think this is from Dr. Reddy's office. I'm not sure. Okay. I do find it. The first name is a comedian, sort of. Papayatin on birthdays for me? Or is it Pina Paitan? I'll have to ask Mom for confirmation on that one. Oh, it's the same thing? Yeah. We do steak on special occasions. Typically birthdays. And typically me not making it. But, I don't like people, and I would definitely not want to be outside today. I think the last time we went out for 4th of July, I made sure to wear my Free Palestine shirt. So maybe she should go outside today. I couldn't find my shirt. I think I folded it up and like put it in a summer box or whatever. But because I have a winter box out here of winter clothing, and then I have some other clothes that I need to deal with, but we also have some boxes of anti-phase that are gonna be sent eventually. Oh, that was mostly Grizzle. That's fine. One of the places I used to work at, they have a barbecue place that's like really famous now, and they're doing like brisket nachos. So I'm thinking about thinking about visiting soon. Because I don't know if that's like just gonna be for this week or what. But I saw it on their Instagram feed yesterday. They messaged me. They messaged me with this like recipe for like a Dubai chocolate Rice Krispie thing. And I was like, what do you think about that? And I was like, because I didn't know if they were asking me about, because they feature people at their place, like different people who have sweets, because they don't do sweets, right? They do barbecue. I thought they were asking for like that reason. And I was like, I think if you sell this, like, it'll do really well because people like talk about Dubai chocolate all the time, even though I don't know why or when or how that hashtag came about. So I don't really know much about it.
I just saw Dubai chocolate bar at 7-Eleven yesterday.
Mm. Did it look good? It's like chocolate and pistachio or something, right?
I think so. But it's $4
At 7-Eleven. At 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
Hey, stop
that's
looking
a
at the
lot.
screen.
I mean, $20 for booze maybe, but
I don't quite get Dubai chocolate.
yeah, I don't know what it is either. Lamau. Because, like, the times I hear about Dubai chocolate the most are, like, there's, like, this meta for TikTok if you're doing, like, activism posts, that they'll talk about, like, something you can search to buy, like a water bottle or whatever. But usually with the Palestine ones, it's, like, Dubai chocolate. And so, I don't know. And so they're like, you know, before you go through this video, you know, go to the search bar, look for Dubai chocolate, make a comment about Dubai chocolate, for like discoverability and stuff like that. I'm not really super understanding of the algorithm for TikTok, but that seems to be the meta for a lot of like any type of activism post. They'll talk about some completely unrelated bullshit that you could capitalism, and then you come back to the video and watch it a couple times and share it out. Like, that's the meta. And so that's where I've heard about Dubai chocolate, is like from a lot of like posts about like, hey, these people are being murdered, can you share this post? But also Dubai chocolate. And so for the discoverability of the post, I guess, because like maybe TikTok doesn't like people talking about like people being wrongfully murdered. So, you know, but, and then there's like a looming another TikTok potential ban. And I'm just like, I don't know how content creators are like in America are like gonna deal with all of this. Or the content creators, because there's way more Korean thirst trap live streamers on TikTok now. There's like, there's a big influx, like it's always in my feed. And I'm like, okay, obviously y'all know something, because, well, that and like they can't stream on Twitch, they can't monetize on Twitch. That happened like last year. So like they're stuck with the Korean based ones or TikTok. So I guess that's why, because like they know if they have a pretty face, probably like they can get that money from like all the thirsty bitches that like K-pop, you know? So good for them. Good for them for surviving capitalism. I'm sorry it had to, you know, thrive out of fetishization for them, but you know, however you survive capitalism, I guess, and as long as you know, that, yeah, there's so many. There's a tailor guy this morning. So there's like a tailor guy co-streaming with like some dude working out, and they were like 30s, 40s. I was like, this is so nice because it's like older men on the app, but just like older people in general, like essentially not Gen Z or Gen Alpha.
You know, it's nice. Like, anytime I see... There's Gen Xers on Twitch. That could be you. Just saying.
Yeah.
It's in your feed, it's not fair, it's not on mine. Oh, no. One of my chatters is like, I don't have Korean thirst traps in my feed. But yeah, it's been nice. I've been finding more Filipinos on TikTok now too, which is nice, and they're all mildly political. And I'm like, oh, that's good. Like, I'm glad you're not I'm glad you're not hoodwinked by this American dream bullshit. So, good shit. Like, a lot more like Filipino queer people are showing up on TikTok. And I've been able to find more like Asian queer people on Twitch, which is nice. Especially ace people. Like, there's like a kind of growing, pretty visible like ace community on Twitch, which is nice. So yeah, it's been pretty good these past years, despite, you know, all the America. So despite America-ing, it's been pretty good, you know. I learned that there's a lot of Filipino people in Guam. Yeah.
Oh.
And because I have like 2 Filipino Guamanian Twitch friends. And I was just like, wow, you know, because, you know, like, we work everywhere, right? Like, our biggest export from our country is ourselves. And, you know, like, that's how all mom, dad, aunts, and uncles came here, that they exported themselves so they could work and survive capitalism. But, you know, I was like, oh, that's so interesting. And like, some words are similar. Like, puto is poto. Close enough. So, you know, and then they don't say lugaw, because I told them I made lugaw the other day, and one of them asked, and I was like, it's like kanji, but I don't know if you have a different... Well, they use the Spanish word. So they say arroz caldo. So I'm sure there's like a weird fucked up colonization thing that happened. So dried mangoes. Oh yeah, you're right. Ourselves, yeah. Dried mangoes and ourselves. So, yeah. One of our chatters said dried mangoes. I was like, that's right though. Sometimes coconut water too. Like, a lot of like the brands of coconut water from the Philippines, and it's like, do coconuts not grow in America? Or
I don't know what coconut requires. I'm assuming because of the water content, something tropical.
When I see dried mango on the shelves, I'm like, that shit better be product of the Philippines, or else I know it's gonna be ass. Well, now. Yeah, some of my chatters are Filipino, which is nice. Yeah. So Twitch has been like super nice for finding other Filipinos not here. Like, there's one. I'm a little confused on what the range for Gen X is. Because she says she's Gen X, but I'm like, you're closer to my age than she is closer to yours. So I was like a little confused. I'll have to look it up at some point when I'm more curious. But I was like, okay.
I would say it's like up to like up to the early 70s, early 80s.
Oh. I really thought there was something between millennial and Gen X. Like, I thought there was something in between there.
Well, there's Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, millennial, blah, blah, blah. I'm not sure I'm ready for another Gen whatever.
Like Pokemon.
Although, in that vein, I actually just bought
Oh.
starter decks for one cent.
Oh my god! Did you open
But it's starter packs they've got, so I think they're all the same.
Okay.
I haven't really bothered researching it, but I haven't found anyone to play it with yet, so I want to try it before I go out and get more booster packs or whatever.
Did you do Friday Night Magic?
I haven't done Magic since like 2000. Oh, wait, hold on. 94. 1994. I got into it when I was a freshman, and then got out once I realized, oh, there's this admittedly, I got sucked in.
Yeah, I had an ex that played competitively for like money.
Which I don't get.
Yeah, I'm interested, but I thought the fantasy thing would also be for like MTG Online. Oh.
Because there's it comes with a QR code that you can, I guess your built deck, your decks should be
Ah.
files.
Okay. Okay.
So I think each deck is like pre-built and linked with. I don't know how to do it. Why not?
I asked a friend like a Magic the Gathering online before because I was curious, right? And it's just I don't do well with timed turns, and I was hoping, like I was asking, like, is it ever like chill or whatever? And he was like, nah, it's like really competitive and sweaty. And I was like, and I was like, that's not what I want. I want to learn at peace. And he was like, I think you'd learn better in person. And I was like, I don't like people. And he was like, you can't have magic without the gathering. And I was like, bro, I know, but can I? I was like, oh, can I though? Can there be something for the introverts that just really hate people? And I'm like, oh god. So
well, let me figure out how this. And it comes with 2 decks, so I'm assuming we can play against each other.
oh.
I'll have to figure out all the platform and all that stuff. But
Oh yeah, because I don't know if it's for Mac, but it's like it's on Steam.
yeah, still works on the Mac. I'll figure it out. So cool.
Yeah. I have a card shop nearby that I could like potentially go and look. They also have like what is it called? Vi Schwartz cards. I think that's what they're called. It's German sounding. It's German sounding, but everything is weeby. It's like just anime chicks. So, oh, but I think they have like a JoJo one, like a JoJo's Bizarre Circus, something like that. It's a very, very, very specific art style. Yeah, it's a very, very specific art style. German sounding, yeah. The Vi Schwartz weeby, like, booba anime waifu cards. Yeah, that one. Yeah. My, you know, like, the weeby dudes like to refer to anime ladies that they like as waifus because they can't get a waifu in real life. So it's a thing. It's not as like scary as like people thirsting after idols, but it's kind of in the same vein.
Did a right reasonable thing that I've gone past.
I mean, it's weird, but it's not as scary as when people talk about like idols as like, oh, that's my wife, blah blah blah, because like idols have like stalkers. So, you know, yeah. But like when I play certain gacha games and there's like really hot adult men characters in there, because I feel weird when there's like teenagers and children. Right? I'm like, oh, is that your husbando? And I'm like, maybe. My deck was Persona 4. Oh, they have Persona decks too. Oh yeah, there's like a Persona gacha game that I haven't touched yet because I don't want to. So yeah, but that was free.
I tried to play Persona. I never really
Which
played
one? Because there's like a lot of them.
Might have been Persona. I think we have Persona 2.
Hmm.
Personas, and I want to say I think maybe I got Persona 4.
Uh,
I don't understand.
I feel like a lot of games like that, or Japanese games in general, have this thing where they like make children the protagonists to save the world, and then they show shitty adults or whatever. That part of Japanese games always like kind of trips me out because it's like, for example, in Pokemon, like you're just letting these children travel by themselves.
That's
And the people they battle. Oh wait, the stream did a weird thing. Kitchen, please work. I'm just gonna say kitchen a lot and hope that the scene turns back. Kitchen, 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 kitchen. There's a delay too, so I might need to say it a few times. Are we back on the right scene? Oh, we are technically. Okay, there's a delay, but you know, and then the people that they randomly encounter just hanging out in the field doing whatever the fuck they're doing, you know, participating in capitalism, which is great. But also, why the fuck are you just hanging out in a field waiting to like battle children? You know? That part of Pokemon just like that also trips me out, and the fact that you turn the Pokemon into candies so you can evolve other Pokemon. I'm like, what is this? So yeah, to like evolve them, you need, you know, like duplicates of the Pokemon, right? You like turn them into candy and like it helps evolve them or whatever. And I'm like, there's so much nostalgia for this game, but there's a lot of weird shit, you know? And so, you know, that was I just wanted to try one. So that's why I asked that for Christmas. Thank you. And you know, I still haven't finished it, but I accidentally tried a battle before I was supposed to, and then like I fucked my shit up a little bit. That's fine. But you know, I'm gonna finish the game eventually. It's whatever. And what else? Oh my god, kitchen. What's going on here? This delay should not be that bad. Huh. Oh, I think I had something happened with the camera, I think. Ugh. But Okay, hold on. Need to refresh the camera sometimes. But yeah, in Persona, it's part of this franchise called Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, I might have one of those.
Yeah, and someone was playing Rido, which is also part of it. Like, I guess they reboot or something. Because I have the Gen X Filipina streamer friend is playing Rido on and off. And I didn't know it was part of Shin Megami Tensei until I saw one of the monsters, and I was like, why does that look like Persona? Why is that guy in here? So, and they're like, oh yeah, it's part of the universe or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, how many things are in this universe? So, I was like, okay, well, who? But like Rido's about someone who, oh, there we go, there's the feed. Someone who,
Hey, stop looking
they're a
at the screen.
demon hunter, I guess. And
Either a demon or a demon hunter.
yeah. Yeah, and it's just like, so he's hunting the demons, I don't know, something like that. And it's like, I guess like older Japan or something, maybe like 1920s Japan or something. Anyway, but
Is there to be Godzilla?
probably not, but I mean that'd be cool. I was just like, okay. I mean aesthetics are cool. Kind of remind me of like Phoenix because they're like kind of 3D, but not. So that's yeah, it's like Zelda. Some of the Zelda games where they're like kind of 3D, but it's I guess not 3D. So, but yeah, the aesthetics look cool or whatever. I don't know. I don't know much of anything, but she's like really excited about it. So I was excited because she's excited. Oh, is Bob awake?
Yeah.
Is that a staff in the background?
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
yeah, Bob got that for my. I can't remember if it was Christmas or my birthday.
Hmm.
Bob says hello.
Hey, Bob. Hi.
No licking. No licking. No licking to it. Anyway, I should get my day going, so I'll let you go. Hopefully your feed won't point again.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So, but yeah, let me look at what the QR code does with the magic cards I've got, because I'm sure it has something to do with Magic the Gathering Online, but I don't know.
Mm.
Got me. But yeah. So I'll figure it out, but then I'll let you know what I'll I guess send you an invitation from whatever platform that it's on.
Mm-hmm.
That's how.
Yeah, if you get like the Magic the Gathering online thing, you can probably just make a screen name in there and we can probably find each other somehow.
say, I remember like 10 or 15 years ago, I think I saw the Magic the Gathering network or whatever it was at that point. So I think I've got a screen name. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out.
Do you play Albion online?
Now, the only sort of online thing I've played and haven't really is like Diablo 3. So that's really about it. So,
Oh.
okay, but yeah, I'll let you go. And like I said, I'll send you an invitation once I've got the Magic the Gathering thing figured out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell everyone I said hello. And have a great 4th of July, or at least a cooler 4th of July evening.
Oh yeah, I'm sleeping with 2 fans on already, so.
So, okay. Well,
Bye. Oh, bye.
bye-bye.
But yeah, happy 4th of July. Guys, I hope your medical situation is okay. There's what? Oh, do you know Gloomy Bear? Gloomy Bear is probably the only franchise I like that, you know, advocates for violence. So, you know, because like Gloomy Bear is not kind to their human. I don't really know much about Junji Ito, but I know the artwork is pretty. It's just morbid. So, here you go, chat. Yeah, because someone told me about, like, I think there was, like, a Junji Ito Sanrio collab, and my best friend told me about it. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. Because it's, like, a little too morbid with a little too cute. So. But yeah, all I can tell you right now is that I highly, highly recommend cooking your steak with lemon. Shit, that was so good. That was so good. He was very popular for a time here. I think he came after Domo. Oh, after Domo-kun? Damn, he's been around for a while. Need to plug you in. Yeah, yesterday we we installed the battery, like a replacement battery on a laptop. Our friend Mojo helped us. Very proud of what we did. Lemongrass is bomb as fuck. There's a Vietnamese dish I can't eat because bun thịt nướng, I think. Yeah. I think it's bun thịt nướng. We made that the other week. Mom always gets that when we have, like, you know, you go to the grocery store and sometimes they have, like, takeaway food. She always gets it. Yeah, but that was my bro. That's the one my cousin loves, and that shit at our old job, even though he's an Adventist. Oh, do Adventists also not eat pork? Hello, brother. Yeah, that was one of my siblings. That's the one I talk to. I don't talk to the other one. So, yeah, we don't eat pork. Ah, see, I didn't know that. Learning. So then isn't it really hard for you to eat instant noodles? Because like a lot of those have pork flavoring in the packet. That's my nerd one, and he wants me to play MTG, yeah. That sibling was super into both siblings were into MTG, but that one was like super into MTG. Because that brother would like not necessarily Magic the Gathering cons, but like he was very involved in like con organizing when he was in college. So I just like overall, as far as like tabletop and like comic books and stuff like that, he's like really into it, you know? You should download MTG Arena and add me. So if I'm just playing against like a friend, like do the time turns still apply there, or can we like adjust how long the turns can be? Or I just felt like those turns were really fast. I kind of do that too with my friends' event organizing era. Yeah, they do. I don't know actually. Okay. Because I tried, they have a tutorial when you like first download it, and I was like, oh my god, this is so fast. This is so fast. I don't even know what I'm doing. Turn time will still there. Don't know if you can edit like a custom match or something. Okay. I don't mind losing against like in real life humans I know, you know? I guess in your case it's like humans I haven't met IRL yet. But no Rizzle or oh my god, you're delicious. But yeah, like we have other Filipino streamer friends that definitely play Magic. And I'm sure that he wouldn't be as punishing. you know. But he was the one I asked. I was like, he was the one who was like, you can't have the magic without the gathering. I was like, oh my god. That's a good joke and it makes sense, but can we though? Can I just play against like an NPC or something? Yeah. And I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no. There's like something in the middle for people like me. There are bot matches in MTG. It's just you don't earn money. Oh, is that why people do arena? to like earn currency. Oh yeah, for like in-game money. Yeah. Is it for like skins? Oh my god, delicious. Can I use that in-game money to buy cards or skins? There's a tournament that started for real 2 booster boxes of Final Fantasy. I was so interested to join. But 1, I don't have a good competitive deck. And 2, I suck. And 3, if I want to get those boxes, I need to wait to go back to 2. Oh yeah, it's Friday, so there's Friday Night Magic today. I mean, ideally, it would be good for me to like go and I guess get some packs. But I also don't like people, so it's cards mainly, I think. So like not land. Yeah, my brother was saying he didn't open his yet. So the only things I really know about Magic the Gathering is that there's like land cards that are considered trash sometimes, but apparently not trash all the time. Is that all I remember? Huh. Maybe that's all I remember. Depending on the set, you get these really pretty full art lands. Oh! Okay, so land isn't always trash, and sometimes it's pretty. I don't know that part. Okay, now we're just down to Grizzle and stuff. Like in Bloomborough, Wish is a very cottage core-y, don't know how to put it. Oh, that's cute. I got a spoon from when we were in Jersey from like, I don't know, people were like just having like a swap or like something. And like if there's something you want, just take it. And I found this spoon. This tiny wooden spoon that was kind of fucked up. And I was like, oh my god. I can have like I can do like cottagecore YouTube videos now. Because of the spoon. In the Bloomborough, their lands have seasons. So like you can have a mountain basic land card in all 4 seasons. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's thoughtful. I didn't make any cottagecore videos, so. And some are foil, so you can get them so shiny. Ooh! Yeah, I think a shiny land would be cute. Shiny Tifa would be cuter, though. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty has some cool Japanese art painting style lands. Ooh. Should we eat ice cream, chat? I was hoping for like black sesame or like cookies and cream. But we found an ice cream bar or ice cream cone that's strawberry shortcake. Was that a real question? I mean, okay, I think I'm gonna. Oh, no. I don't want any oil damage on this fabric. Oh, get off.
Hey, stop looking at the screen.
I don't know what the fuck my mom's listening to. What are you listening to? Sounds like right-wing bullshit from over here. Fat and butter. Well, you said you like this. Okay, sorry. I was needed to go get that ice cream. We'll do the dishes in a little bit. Not allowed to do what? Oh. So there are the basic lands in Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Okay, let me copy that. Oh, they did it like wood block? Pretty wish I got more. I love woodblock. I was like pretty obsessed with like woodblock art for a while. Oh, was there two? Oh, let me see. Oh, that's pretty. Can I'll just show. Nice. I'm assuming that has to do with death. This is fire. This is tree. Oh! Okay. Oh, okay. Although I don't know what that is. That's either tree or forest. Could be forest. I show and wasn't mistaken. Oh, that package just popped open. Fire symbol is mount. Ah! Sun symbol is plain. Skull is swamp. Okay, tree is forest. Okay. I remembered one character. I remembered one character. I'm gonna have to clean up here too. So, I really like those strawberry shortcake bars. But we found this yesterday at the grocery store. It's in the form of a cone. Down here? Okay. Yeah, I love strawberry shortcake. It's like one of my favorite like American ice creams. So it's kind of got like it's like a white chocolate shell. So if you're not into white chocolate, I totally understand. But it's not that like it's not as annoying. I really don't like white chocolate. It's not that annoying. So and then the inside is pink. Cute. I'm not into white chocolate, but if it's just the top part, I can let it slide. Yeah, it's not like, it's not super annoying. And I don't really like white chocolate either. So, you know, it kind of just like goes with the shortcake part of it. We do have some Royce chocolate. That was white chocolate because like when you make nama choco, usually it's like white chocolate you have to put in there. And there really isn't much leeway around that from the recipes I've seen. So I found a picture of a seasonal lands if you want to see. Yeah, sure. I'll try to show chat. I don't know if I actually showed you. Was it you that showed me that one site for like looking up cards. Or was that another friend? Probably someone else. Yeah, we were talking about like tabletop. And someone was sharing a site where you could like look up cards and like their prices and stuff. Kind of like that tabletop card simulator game I have, but I don't have the one called TCG Simulator. I have the Cardboard Kings one because it looks like Nutty's cousin. So TCG player, but fuck him, Lamau. The Cardboard Kings game has a lot more personality, I feel. And you're not like spraying people with like Lysol. So I feel like that's a little mean. And also, if you actually sprayed somebody with Lysol, I'm sure that's a lawsuit. So, you know. Oh, it's deodorant? I thought it was like a disinfectant spray that you're like spraying people with in that game. I mean, but let's be honest, it's true. I mean, I used to hang out at like card shops, so I know like some people are smelly, you know. But I feel like some people really just don't know. Like, I feel like some people are just being like they have access to showers and deodorant and they're not, so that's like a whole other thing. But there's some people who just don't understand, like, we all kind of get it. And that's why deodorant and antiperspirant exist. You know? That's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Implemented a hygiene rule. Oh. But they didn't for Magic the Gathering? Magic the Gathering has, like, a wide range, but I would assume that a lot of them are adults. Like fully realized adults paying taxes and having mortgages. I know MTG didn't do they? You know how I learned about hygiene? You know how I learned about hygiene? Because my mom and dad just like let me do whatever. They just made sure I showered on Sunday. You know how I learned about hygiene? From Sailor Moon. Because like after the cartoon is over, they'll have like a PSA for kids. And Ami was talking about like showering every day. And I was like, I don't do that. I was like, I don't do that. Is there something wrong with me? You know? And then I was like, am I supposed to shower every day? The stinky players in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, so it's like not an MTG or a Pokemon problem? To be fair, some of the Smash Bros are like also kind of smelly. And I don't know if that's just like a people didn't tell them about deodorant or, you know. It got so bad Konami made the hygiene rule. They stinky too. I feel like people are not teaching these bros about basic hygiene. It's one thing to not have access to like soap and water on a regular basis because somebody could be houseless. But it's another situation where you have access to water and soap and deodorant and you're choosing not to. You're choosing not to. And there's another, you know, section that's like, what if no one told them about deodorant? Because that could be a thing too. Because like there are a lot of, you know, like no one knows how to use a stove until somebody teaches them how to use a stove, right? I didn't know how to pump gas until somebody taught me how to pump gas. So there's got to be a lot of people that just didn't know about deodorant because no one told them about it. I think just a lot of people in that space see personal hygiene as a useless expense, in my opinion. Oh, they rather spend it on their waifus and cardboard. Oh, I see. I mean, they could have real life waifus if they, you know, were hygienic. Some stinky players just think it's a tactical advantage to, like, disgust your opponent on purpose. Wow, that's really gross. I would wear a respirator at that point. Like, if you know that's what they're going for, I would wear a respirator. I'd be like, fuck you, bro. I'll double and raise. I've heard one at a card shop say that out loud. Oh my god. That's terrible. I kind of want to go to the card shop now and just see how much the packs are. Especially since I'm gonna assume the Final Fantasy ones are just like either unavailable or like hella expensive. This is why I firmly believe all of these places need a hygiene rule. I feel like, yes, have a rule, but also maybe have like a little thing about basic hygiene, like explain basic hygiene, because some people just don't know. Some people are just choosing not to, but some people don't know. Especially it's AX weekend. Oh. Yeah, just sweating in polyester in a big group of people is not good. Most costumes are polyester, you know what I mean? Just synthetic fabrics just cook you. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Like, it's so unfortunate that most cons in America are, like, in summer. You know? Especially if you're in Texas, because it's like, you're wearing a wig that's most likely synthetic. If you're being a lolly, that's like 5 layers of clothing and like 90-degree heat plus humidity. You know? If you're cosplaying, you might have like glued your wig or styled it, and then you're sweating through that, and then you've got your costume, which is most likely nylon, you know, and it or polyester, and it's like, ugh. But I know it's not them. Yeah. It's like, but it's like all of you all together, all sweating together in like layers and layers of polyester. It's gonna be a little smelly. You know? Not all of them. Most of them, I feel like it's all of them, know how to shower because they know their costume cooks them. But everyone else, if I can smell you before I see you, you need to go back to your room and shower. Yeah. That's part of the reason why I like being online. Like, you can see me, but you can't smell me if I'm smelly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't shower that often, and I let people know that, you know? And I don't really think there's anything wrong with, like, not showering very often, but when you do shower, you need to exfoliate at some point. And, you know, you need to, you know, do all the things. You need soap, you know, you need to soap up and rinse off, and you need to shampoo and rinse off and condition and rinse off and wash your face and wash your asshole, you know. Everyone else, oh wait. AX guest gifts need to be a small travel hygiene kit for real, for real. That would be good. That would be good. Like a little deodorant stick and like a little thing of face wash. Like a tiny hand sanitizer. And they could put characters on it so people want it more, you know? I was thinking since it's a male-dominated space, sorry ladies, work in progress, but you get them to use it, we gotta lower the barrier to entry. We had a coworker, and I guess I didn't really notice because maybe it wasn't bothering me or maybe I didn't interact with him as often. But like, my boss had to like pull him aside and talk to him about deodorant. My boss is a dude, right? And I was like, oh shit, you know, deodorant, but the wash is gonna be a 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, body wash. Oh yeah, most guys' stuff is like a 3-in-1, right? It's head to toe. Which I don't understand how that works with your scalp, but you know, whatever. That's why I said sorry. Like, this is the shampoo and conditioner I'm using right now. I don't either, but barrier to entry, gotta make it dummy proof. Oh, I would try that. So I don't have psoriasis or anything diagnosed, but I noticed that there was a lot of lot of weird growth happening on my scalp, because I was doing the no poo thing, so like the no shampoo situation. And I was just like having a really hard time kind of resolving that. Oh, you have psoriasis. Yeah. Here, let me do that again. It's called Niazerol. I got it at HEB, which is like a grocery chain kind of exclusive to Texas for now. Maybe they'll try to expand, I don't know. But it's got salicylic acid, 3% shampoo and conditioner, so it's just like a one. But it has tea tree oil, so like be careful of your eyeballs. You know? Tea tree oil shampoos are not fun for your eyeballs. I don't think I have it either, but it might help with my dry ass scalp. Yeah, so like the sides of my face skin, I don't want to say scalp if it's not really my scalp. Sides of my face skin, like where your sideburns are, I kind of like flake or I won't say scab, but like it kind of peels a little bit there. And the way it kind of peeled off was very similar to like the buildup that was on my scalp. So I still have like that weird kind of peely situation near my sideburns. But it's like not as bad. And like I have like this little part near the base of my neck that kind of does a weird peely thing too. And it was like a bigger problem when I was a kid. And part of that was because I'd always pick at it. Because I pick scabs. I'm a scab picker. But it's like not as bad. But the sideburns are still fucking weird. Like my right side of my face is still kind of like whatever. It's still kind of gross. But I feel like my scalp is a lot better and my hair texture feels like completely different. Like, my hair is still thick, but I've never had my hair kind of like, as viscous is not the word, because viscous is for like liquids, but like, it feels kind of silkier. Silkier, not completely silky. I don't have like that good Asian hair. So, you know, if we have to go in like good hair and bad hair, I don't have like the good Asian hair. You know, when you see commercials and stuff, you know what I mean? I don't have that hair. And I'm never gonna have that hair because I wasn't, you know, born with that. I have like thick, like semi-coarse hair, like sort of coarse. So it feels like it's changed the texture a little bit because it feels different. But I'm not like mad at it. And I'm still showering my hair like the same amount of time. Like, you know, I'll go a week between showering, which, do what you will with that information. Some of you might be like super grossed out by that, but like, I'm not going outside. I'm still wiping my ass when I go to the bathroom too. It's not like I don't wipe my ass. So, you know what I mean? But like, I wash my hair like maybe once a week because I shower like once a week. Even though it's hot and sweaty and gross, and that is a choice I'm making, okay? Because I definitely sweat at night because of, I definitely sweat at night because of the summer and stuff. I think a good cost-effective kit would be like deodorant, 3-in-1 toothbrush, toothpaste, and mouthwash, and an anime girl loofah, because, you know, they weird and gross and will love that shit. So it's a way to incentivize actually washing their body and not just letting the soap wash me as it passes. Oh, because they don't wash their legs. That's the AX kit I'm thinking would work. Yeah, because they put the loofah in all their like gross, like no places, I guess. I guess I shouldn't refer to it as like a no place, but like their private parts. You know, the parts you don't share with people unless you really, really know them. So, yeah. Yeah, it sucks that sometimes people have to be incentivized to do what they should be doing anyway. Like, for example, in San Antonio, they have this thing called Fiesta. It's like a week-long block party. And people have to be incentivized to go to work, which now I have different feelings about capitalism. But it's like, you have to be incentivized to do the thing you were going to do anyway. You know, that's kind of like weird and fucked up. Especially since I was working at a liquor store and I could not get the week off because it was Fiesta. And like Fiesta happened near my birthday. So I have to work because of capitalism, but these other bitches have to be incentivized also because of capitalism. Like, this is some fucked up motherfucking bullshit. I fucking hated San Antonio. So many things about San Antonio I fucking didn't like. But I met some decent people, I guess, at school. You know, whatever. The incentive is pay, but when the pay sucks, where's the incentive? Am I right? I mean, true. True. But I'm just like, that's wild.
Suck.
Like, how are you getting these people to do overtime? If, like, overtime is a thing that is sometimes necessary, you know? Okay, I'm gonna put these dishes where they need to go. I'm gonna move this toolkit that we used the other day near our other tools. Like, if I'm broke while working there and I hate working there, why would I be broke and suffer when I can be broke and at the block party? That's big brain. Okay, fair. Okay, fair. I don't know if I flashed you, sorry.
Okay, I need to. Okay. Maybe we'll try to log into Magic the Gathering online just to like double triple check real quick. Just put a few more things away. Tools. Or what if you go to the card shop real quick? Like, oh, because then I'll have virtual cards. Then we can rip them live on stream. But y'all will be waiting on stream for a while if I do that. It's still gonna be like, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes if I should probably just end the stream and start again, or earliest amount of time it'll be like 30 minutes amount of time, it'll be more than that. But I wouldn't mind ripping up cards. I mean, ripping open some decks. I'm gonna vacuum real quick. It might be a little noisy, but I don't know. It's a Dyson, so it's like not as noisy. And do the private meal pack get it virtual? Then that sounds like a tomorrow thing then. Yeah, let's do MDG Arena. So don't go to the store. Oof. Doesn't buy virtual. I mean, if you gotta log back on when you get back on, that's cool too. I will say Final Fantasy packs are about $8. How many cards are in a pack? I'm not familiar with this situation. Are we looking like 10 cards, 20? Like, how exciting is this going to be for people? Like, I don't like Sephiroth, but he looked really good in the art that I saw on MTG Arena. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't like you, but at the same time, like, you're looking pretty good. So, 14? Okay. Would I be able to buy virtual cards through Arena too? Like with money?
Okay. So that's also an option. And I don't really like people, so it's more likely that I'll play online than in real life. Let me see. Just arranging a few things over here. Okay. Okay, I think. I think for now, we're ready to go back to the cave, which means I need to put you in the beer. Oh.
Low effort answer there. You know?
You can find someone special just for you. Oh.
Play.
God damn it. I mean, I hope so.
Okay. Ugh.
I hope so.
So we're just moving to the cave. But I need to like unplug everybody and all that stuff.
Yeah, baby! That's what I'm talking about!
Suck. Boop, boop, boop.
Happy birthday, you sexy girl. Aw, thanks, Gonna go get some sleep? Okay. Have a nice sleep before your doctor's appointment. That's a good rhythm? Yeah, they're like in sync this time. It's weird.
Yeah,
I have to
streamer friend Heisty was the one who was saying you can't have the magic without the gathering,
Those are the
which makes
best.
sense.
Because I have a fiber connection, it comes down pretty
Which
quickly.
makes sense.
Usually I can pull
It's
my
just-
Twitch sing
I was really
streams
hoping
before
for
Twitch starts meddling with
a
my
way
guys'
around
audio.
that.
What was it? He does it like, wait,
yeah,
here we
like,
go.
let's try to
Bellinissima,
open MTG
like
Arena
that?
again.
It's
Kind of
It's
like
hard for me,
poke
it's hard-
around.
It's hard for me to. It's hard for me to do it.
More swing in the wrist.
So,
More swinging?
you know, because
More swinging in the wrist.
More
There you
swinging?
go.
You gotta pronounce it with so
fucking
much wrist.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it would be really cool if I got to play with my brother. I don't know how annoyed he'll be, but like,
No, because he's
I
like
don't
jumping
fucking
a
know
lot when he
anything.
does it.
but you
Bellinissima.
know, it'll be fun to
There you go, you
like
got
do
it.
something with him. He's talked to me
There,
about
that's
like
it.
he's asked me about what kind of like what's involved with
Why can't he be in here right now watching
streaming
this maid
as far as
outfit
like
shit,
doing a
fucking
production
shenanigans and
because
shit?
he was thinking about
Fucking, I know
streaming
he's
some of his like
partially
tabletop
weak.
stuff because again he has a lot of
Trying to
tabletop
learn
friends.
Italian to impress you.
We learn a bit of
Where did I put my stand again?
But he knows that I'm not Italian.
All theories.
You know what? I have like a
So
He knows I'm not Italian.
I have like a magnetic
Yeah.
He mentioned
some
that the other
shit.
day. He's like, yeah, she's not
use
Italian.
that.
But she's not Italian.
oh,
It's already so hot in my room.
I'm gonna fail, but I'm gonna try.
She's not
Of
Italian.
course she's not
To, like,
Italian.
up the
Have you been to
fan.
her stream at all?
No, I'm not a grill streamer he watches. I'm not weeby enough.
Oh, that's
In celebration of
Oh,
the
is
year
it
of the
shoot
ox,
on?
the uncomfortably long redemption has no cooldown anymore. There's still a cap, per user.
There we go. I had it shoed on something.
Hi, Nutty.
There we go.
But
magnet. So you're like somewhat close to me.
No cooldown.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Please don't fall.
I swear to God, I'm gonna
We're
make
in
a
the
face
room.
one
I just
day.
need to like set you all up again because of the cables and power sources and stuff.
I'm gonna make a face
PC
one day,
feels
and
a
it's
little
gonna
on the
be
hot
really
side,
dumb.
but at least you're
It's gonna
noisy.
be so dumb.
Because if you were
Happy
quiet,
Lunar
I'd be
New Year.
okay. So.
What is love? Oh, okay. Hey, don't
Alright,
hurt
so for
me.
anyone who is like
Don't hurt
currently with us right now,
no more.
we just finished the eating portion of today, and I didn't use lactate, and we ate ice cream. So if I just decide I need to go to the bathroom really quick and urgently, that's what happened. Okay. So
That's what that part is, right?
just letting you know ahead of time. Okay. But we ate our steak and it was delicious. It was beautiful. It was just
No, which one is it?
highly recommend.
It's either 5.
What is it?
One of the
Lemongrass.
Oh, okay, 5 penises then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So it turned out so good. Oh my god.
Unselect.
Cables. Can you stop being so sensitive?
Save again, because if you fall down,
Stream Deck is being low because of the USB cable.
How's that plot of
situation.
land working out for you? Always is, just means it'll pay off and be sweeter.
Okay. Kitchen. Kitchen.
But yes, I hope you are also the lucky.
Kitchen.
I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing better.
Kitchen.
You know. Still sad, mad, salty about
Kitchen!
something I can't do. I can literally do nothing about, but you know. If someone has a partner and they're sexting me while they have a partner, but they don't see that as cheating, then I guess it's best that I'm not fucking around with that person. So, yes. But other than that, I think we're doing okay.
Kitchen.
All your fucking shitty ass kids.
Okay. That's right. I have to type that one in because it thinks I said something really bad. Okay.
Meow.
Hello? Hello? Okay, that looks like it's working. Alright, so we changed the camera to this. So this is the microphone source now for whatever reason. So just to let you know, the camera is now a different camera, and the camera that we were using for camera and audio seems to not be on the same network somehow. Don't know what they mean. It could be because my computer just feels a little hot, in which case I'm going to aim this fan directly at it. Yeah, you hope the air over here. So, okay. Oh, should I put this in my shirt? Okay, are you gonna like... Wait, where are you plugged in? There we go. Is that gonna be a problem? Okay. Yay for being flat-chested. All right. Okay. What scene is this still the kitchen? Oh my god, it is. Okay. I think we want like a game scene. Maybe. You never say goodnight. I need to change the category too before people get mad. Oh, there I am. There I am. Okay, so let's change the category so people don't get mad. We'll do Magic the Gathering ? Magic the Gathering. And so I don't think I want to put myself in a category right now. Because I don't know who that's gonna invite. I don't know who's gonna come to the yard if I'm in certain categories. So let's just keep it like that. Okay, let me find Steam. Yeah, let's not be in the Magic the Gathering category. I'm scared too. I don't know who that would. I don't know if they're gonna be like weird or mean or, you know, I don't know. Wait, Alt Tab. I forgot. That's how people do things. I don't know what creatures it will bring, OMG. Okay, so we're playing Lurk Bay and Cafe. I should have Magic the Gathering. There we go. I need to install it though. Cloud. How much? 11? Okay, we can do that. Open app for 3 packs. It's not a big game. Try your sword. Premier draft sealed. Yeah. Jump into the magic. Your game, your fantasy. Yeah. Okay. So wait, this is like a special date? Open Magic the Gathering to open the 3 packs in your inbox and start your journey now. Okay. Yeah, there are other girls streaming right now. Yeah, they can. That's okay. Do you already have an account? I should. I just need to because I tried it before and I didn't get it. So I tried it before and I didn't get it. So, you know. Finally, shallots. Okay, bingsu, lemon pie. Okay. Interacting with customers. Okay. We're almost done with the salad.
Okay, where are they? How expensive are these dishes? Are they like really expensive? Because then we'll serve them. Wait, we don't need get rid of the chocolate chip cookie. Okay, let's see. Okay, serve you. Oh yeah. So, wait, is it this? Quest. Oh, it's salad. It's not that. Okay, so let's get rid of the cheap shit. The stars align. Oh, look at all of us. Okay. Hi, look who joined. Okay, let's see how much money we made. I make the menus bigger because my eyeballs suck. Okay, so can we upgrade the kitchen? So these we can't because you need like fucking $1 million. God damn it, that didn't do anything. Okay, so these are like on the last stages of upgrading. We're not quite there yet. Can we do anything here? Oh, bitch, no? Okay. Wait. Kitchen. Wait, do I need more equipment? No, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Recipes, price. Is everything like 5? Okay. Okay, we'll upgrade. Oh, can we not? Are we poor again? We'll focus on upgrading these ones because they're the most expensive. Oh. Yeah. These are the most expensive. The only reason why we don't want to serve some of these is because some of their ingredients are like less than 500. I would prefer all the ingredients to be over 900 before we start serving them. Like this only has like 156. This has, oh, are we serving you already? Yeah, we are. Cool. Yeah. The things that are like in thousands and like for a while, the chicken didn't go down. It was at like 9,999, but it's, oh, that's louder than I anticipated it for to be. That's like way louder than I anticipated it to be. Okay, let's check the. Hey, what did you do to my money? I got a plan, just you and I. Let's see how much of it is downloaded. Oh, not a lot. Not a lot. Okay. Okay, well, we'll just have this here so people know that this is our intention today. So people don't think I'm scamming. But, I'm like really addicted to Not Monday Cafe. So just in case anyone didn't know. Do we have a Not Monday Cafe scene? I could have sworn I made one. Every time they do that, it sounds like they just drink a soda and it's like really refreshing. And I wanted to know if like that's what their intention was. If the intention was to sound like they cracked open a soda on a hot ass day and they're like feeling super good. Oh yeah, let's interact with people. Here's Tango Kid. Okay, and here's Guts. Here's me. It looks cute. It is cute. So cute. And here's my bot account. If you tap them, they'll give you more money. But don't do this in real life. Don't touch people without the masking in real life, because that's bad. Don't do that. And I can like change their costumes, but I only really do that when there's like a quest. And at that point, I just like change the color of what they're wearing, or like change it to an outfit that's free, but like matches their eye color maybe. Did we do it yet? Yeah, let's go. I was like, did I tap everybody enough? Peanut butter and jelly, nice. Ooh, this looks cute. So we got 3 more salads to go before we get another recipe. And like a bunch of different dishes before we get more recipes. That's fine. Oh, what's this? Peanut. Oh, did we not grow any peanuts? Is WPS already open? Oh yeah, it's on this side, right? Mama, mama. I got a plan, just you and I. Nothing says Murica like structural violence. Am I right? Okay, nothing like the despair that comes with the loss of social safety nets that really exemplifies that American dream. American dream. Dream. Am I right? And structural via structural violence that really exemplifies the nothing like that. And the fact that we are the the fact that the United States isn't stopping Israel from committing genocide. Genocide and the money the United States has given Israel that ended up with thousands and thousands of lives taken and sometimes unaccounted for because they are under rubble. Okay. Control Alt copy. Control Alt V. Okay, and then copy V. Okay. Oh, let me just. I'll copy. Email actual 4th of July. Okay. Right? We got it? Okay, so 2 of my emails have been done because this Magic the Gathering thing is going to take a while. So we did 2 of our emails. We're going to do another one. So we emailed our reps. If you use the command !email, you can find out a way for the United States people to email their reps. It'll aggregate them for you. If you do not know who your reps are, which understandable, you might not know who they are. Let's see, DREDF. And then we try to do emails to our reps and our attorney general because the attorney general's involved in so many things that are not great. So I'm just gonna go to this page. I'll show you, sorry. DREDF. Disability Rights Education Defense Fund. Hopefully I remember that correctly this time. So Texas versus Kennedy, what the fuck is that? It's a lawsuit and it's going to affect accessibility, which if you're not disabled now, you're going to be disabled at some point in your life. Accessibility affects everybody. It's good for everybody, not just blind people or mobily limited people or hard of hearing people. Like, accessibility helps everybody. It makes everybody's lives better. But especially those that need the accessibility, because accessibility is usually thought of as an afterthought or as an expense or as a pain in the ass when it should be the baseline. But most societies are pretty ableist. It's not just a Western concept. You know, eugenics and ableism are like kind of a worldwide thing. Not just a Western concept. And so, because of it, that's why a lot of people are like, oh my God, my world would end if I was disabled. They're like, oh my God, you know, you're so inspiring because like you're existing against all odds. But it's just like, wouldn't it be nice if they were able to exist easier if the odds were not set against them in the first place? Like if the world was made in a way where people would like disabled people were thought about as whole human beings and like their needs were realized and accepted and like accommodated versus seen as a burden. Because everybody's going to be fucking disabled. You're either going to be disabled temporarily or permanently for throughout life. Disability is a very human thing that happens. So if we acknowledge that the healthcare system does not give a fuck about disabled people and would prefer they do not exist, right? Or else the offices would be made to accommodate people's mobility devices and people would wear masks when working with compromised, when working with extra compromised populations. And people would think about online accessibility, making it so like deaf, hard of hearing, visually disabled people have an easier time like navigating websites because like not everything is able to be seen or heard the way if you have an impairment of some sort, right? If you're disabled. So because the world is not designed to accommodate everyone, that is why some people think disabled people are inspiring because they have to overcome all this bullshit. But wouldn't it be great if they lived in a world where they didn't have to overcome all this bullshit? Kind of like, wouldn't it be great if we all lived in a world where we could afford healthcare? You know what I mean? You have to reframe shit. Like, the world doesn't have to be the way that it is. Just because it's the way it is, that doesn't mean it should be seen as normal or normalized. Like, there's some fucked up shit going on all the time. It doesn't have to be normal. And just because we don't necessarily have all the answers or the plan or the roadmap to make it, the blueprint to make it fucking happen, doesn't mean that we shouldn't strive for it to happen, right? If we do nothing, nothing progresses. If we do nothing, nothing happens. Doing something does something. Doing something does something. Doing nothing does nothing, right? Like, even if you think that whatever it is you're fucking doing isn't doing anything, it's doing something. Like right now, somebody could look at this VOD and be like, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? And even if they don't agree, they'll be thinking about it. They'll be like, why is this bitch talking about this shit? Like, it's not that deep. And it is. Some things are deeper than most people want to admit it is. They just don't want to think that deeply. People that'll be quick to tell you, oh, it's not that deep. They don't want you to think that deeply because they don't want you to call them out on their bullshit. So think about that, right? Water crops. Okay. It is that deep. People that tell you it's not that deep just don't want you to dig deeper and call them on their bullshit or call them on their predatory behavior or like call them out on anything. They don't want to think that hard. And they don't want you to think that hard. It's easier to control people who don't think that hard about shit. Why do you think they don't want to teach history correctly or teach critical race theory or like teach the truth about what happened in this country? Just think about it. It's easier to control people who don't think that deeply. So I encourage everybody to think a little deeper. Okay. All right, email time. So I'm going to email this guy. So it's like 17 states that are in on this situation. You can read all about DREDF Protect 504. Just look it up, okay? And you'll get to this page. It'll list all of the attorney generals that are involved in this. Of course, it's ours because Texas. But I'm gonna pull this off to the side. For Ken Paxton's office, the email limitation is 2,000 characters. So keep that in mind when you email Ken Paxton. It'll be a very short email compared to when you email your other representatives. Okay, so. But it's nice because for Ken Paxton, you just need to say your city. You don't need to like put a zip code or anything. do... Let's see, open, which one? Email. Let's see. Racism and implicit... Okay, this one? Pride Month and Genocide? Yeah, Pride Month. Let's open the Pride Month and Genocide. Biological, yeah, okay. I don't know if all of this will fit. Let's see. Okay, so it didn't all fit, but we got most of it. Because he doesn't like queer people either. He doesn't like queer people. He doesn't like disabled people. He doesn't seem to be giving a fuck about genocide, so. Oh my god, this is gonna take a while. Fuck. Did you not submit, bro? Okay. Okay, we did all of our emails. Mostly because we had like preset emails from before and we just kind of recycled and like edited them a little bit. Okay, so we're done with that portion of today. Okay. I wonder if we should try to like... I don't want to watch a YouTube video with y'all because then I might get like some sort of strike. For copyright or whatever. We don't really want any of that, so... Okay, so we got 78K. Can maybe upgrade something in the kitchen. Okay. What is this? Carrot cake? Where are you? Oh, we could. How much are you? Oh, you're on page 13. No, I'm good. Where's carrot cake? Okay, you're on 17. That's not. Oh my god. I'm starting to get tired. Yo, Tezcat! Sorry if it took a while to, like, see your message. You know, someone was playing a game, and there was a character or something that was a Tezcat Lipolka, and I was like, oh! So that's like a thing. That's like a mythical creature or something. Being. Because my brain latches on to the cat part, so I thought it was like you just thought it was a cool name that had cat in it. I didn't know it was like a mythical being.
Hey, stop looking at the screen.
So I was like, oh shit. I'm waiting to get this soup, by the way. I'm pretty sure I know what I have to upgrade. It's just... It's still gonna take a while. It's like you need like millions of dollars to upgrade everything. I'm pretty sure it's the boiler. Man.